I really don't know what you're waiting for. I really don't know why you sit there and you don't make moves, why you don't take the risks you need to take, why you're not putting in the effort and the action towards the things that you truly want. What is there to wait for? What is there to wait for in this life? Be it in our youth, in our teens, in our 20s, and in our 30s, and up until we become elders. What are you waiting for? You do not have time. You think you have time, you do not have time. Now is the time. Now is the time to look at people who didn't believe in you, to look at the things that you've always dreamed for, and then to take action towards those things. And this isn't some crazy motivational speech or me trying to pump you up, but me genuinely telling you that I feel like one of the worst things that we can do in this life is to let our dreams die, is to let the things that we believed were true to no longer become facts in our reality because we just quit, because we just stopped applying effort. I I promise you, there is a version of you and there is an opportunity out there for you that is in alignment with your dreams and your desires and how to get you there. But you have to be putting in the effort. And sometimes the effort may start from you feeling like you're down on your ass. You feeling like where you are is not where you want to be. And that's the nature of life. The nature of life is you not being at where you want, but you being in the here and the now. And to get to that space, you have to cultivate a love and a gratefulness for today. What can you deposit into today that will take you forward? Not into being inside your mind, but what can you go out and put effort into today that is a step towards where you want to be? Go do that. Deposit effort and love in the process, in the goal achievement, in where you are going, not where you are. Be grateful and love where you are, but deposit a action oriented move into where you want to be, into who you want to become, into that goal that you gave up on, into the dream that you want to be living. It's all right there. It's all right there for the taking. And it's closer than you realize. It's always been closer than you realize. It actually never left. The only thing that left was you stopped trying. You stopped putting in effort. You somewhere along the line you told yourself, I'm not worthy of this. I can't do this, so you stopped trying. Right? People talk about discipline, people talk about consistency. Most people leave the game before they even get a chance to play. Longevity is the name of the game. If you just stay in the lane long enough, you will reap a result. You will achieve something. The point is to not quit. The point is to stay so consistent with the path, so consistent with where you're going, that there is no question you are it. You are him. You are her. And that never stops, right? What stops is your belief in yourself. And belief is not cultivated by achieving the thing right now. Belief is cultivated in you are consistently doing the disciplines and the actions which show yourself that you're worthy of those things. And sometimes some days that looks like big strides forward. And then some days that looks like I took an inch towards it. But you took an inch towards it. That's an effort. That is a space shortened between you and where you're going. This this thing that we're doing is all about longevity. It's all about staying in the game, staying in the lane long enough to see you become the only option. Be there for the long haul. Be there for the longevity. Then you start to see the opportunities when they come. You start to see the people who align with where you're going, who wants to help you with your dreams, who wants to get in the trenches and work with you. Those people are there, but you have to have the willingness to see it for yourself. You have to have the willingness to not quit on the goal too early. The point is to stay in the game long enough to see yourself have that shot. And no, it's not easy. Yes, it can suck. Yeah, for sure. It does suck sometimes being in a space where you feel like you're not where you want to be yet. But that's the whole point of this is there's a nature of life of discontentment of being an athlete that you are never satisfied. And you constantly want to work towards more. You constantly want to perfect your craft. You constantly want to win another championship. You constantly want to win another award. And that's the nature of being an athlete. That's the nature of being a high achiever, a high performer. Keep that mindset. That mindset is amazing. But don't run your head so far in that lane that you lose track of just moving towards the goal. You're going to have a lot of coaches and people tell you things that aren't true about you, that aren't true about the fact that you are great, that you have the ability, that you can do this. They're going to try to peg you and put you into a certain box. They're going to say you're not worthy of this team or you belong here. All of that's bullshit. That's one person's opinion. That's one person's opinion of you. That does not dictate who you are. That does not paint the whole picture of who you are as an athlete. That's one coach's, one person's opinion of you. Define the standard that you want to reach and work towards it and never look back. Never stop trying to do what you want to do within the game of soccer, the game of life, the game of business, the game of relationship, whatever you want to do with it, stay in the game. Don't just quit the game because of this, because of that, because your teammates suck, right? Life is a team. Like family, life, you could look at life like soccer. Like your team is your family or your team is your actual soccer team. There's going to be people on that team who don't or aren't up to par with who you believe that you are. So what does that mean? Does that mean you quit on them? Or does that mean that you help elevate them to another level? What can you give to the game? What can you give to your team? Not what can you take from them? What can you take from the game? What about your stats? What about your performance? That switch that to how can I serve my team? How can I give more in this game? How can I be a better leader? How can I show up better? How can I be someone of value to my teammates, to my coaches, to my staff? How can I serve them more? That mindset is going to take you infinitely farther than you being an individual and you trying to stay someone as a taker. Contribute today. Go today and deposit something into your dreams, deposit something into your teams. What teams are you on? Family, your sports team, your peers, your mentors, your mentees. Where do you serve? Go deposit something of value, of love into those things today and don't look back.